we appear to be live. Wonderful. Just need to change the title, and we'll be ready to go. Wonderful. All right. Brilliant. Okay, cool. Here we go. Welcome back to Glass's Summer Games Speedrun Saga. We are entering part 2 of 4. I'd like to thank everybody who dropped in during part 1. Chilled out, watched. I had a good time. I hope y'all did too. So we're entering into part 2. We got 3 games tonight to open up day 1 of this part. And it's going to be any percent on Kirby's Adventure. Alright, so... we're going to start this run in 3, 2, 1, and go. Alright. So, there are going to be a couple of major key differences between this game and the game that I usually run in this series. Kirby Streamland. Also another game that I played as a child, which is, of course, Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland. So... you might notice that I'm really trying to hit these faraway distances on, like, some of these enemies. I'm also trying to avoid certain ones. Because the way the game works is, gets to be a bit of a nightmare. And because Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland has quite a bit more of a lax system, it does get to be a challenge to run a game like this by comparison. So I have to take it a bit easier. There we go. So you might notice I haven't really inhaled any significant enemies right now. The part of the reason is this first major mini-boss fight. Okay, I got pretty lucky there. Aw, thought I was closer. Yeah, I've been playing it pretty easy so far. To answer your question, I don't have the original NES game, but I'm playing the NES Online for Switch version of it, so there's a bit of lag in play. Alright, so that's the first actual enemy that I've inhaled and copied its ability of. And that's just on the account that Sword is a pretty reliable range. I think it's useful in this game. Alright. Oh, that was close. Okay, so I'm gonna let it go. So we got a nice new ability called the Flaming, or Burning. Nice, okay. So much like Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland, it works just as well to use the Flaming technique. Beautiful. Alright, we're across. Ow, okay. We're in a bit of trouble. We're gonna need this maximum tomato, and we're gonna hope that we don't get hit. I've never seen that happen before. Okay. So, I swallowed the maximum tomato, and I still died. And it's gone. Kind of unfortunate. Never seen that happen. I've never ever seen that ever happen before in a Kirby game. So, I guess it's a first? I don't know. So I'm gonna get rid of that ability, and I'm gonna grab Spark next. Oh. That's a bit of a problematic thing that happens sometimes. Please, I'm gonna lose a lot of vitality just trying to... Okay, of course. Oh, it took long enough. Alright. So this game is a lot more challenging than the original Kirby. And there's a couple of extra places that didn't originally exist. And you have to preemptively set it up in a way where you're able to, Alright. We purposely waited a little bit because I want to grab a couple of items that will be useful. So you can see, not as useful to grab the invincible candy in that case, because it takes a little longer, but it's also pretty much just my way of using a safety strat. So we're on our first boss, and pretty much the same as the first time around. Okay, that's the first world done. Not terrible. It's going to get a lot more difficult. My grasp on this game isn't incredibly strong, so at least in this iteration. Alright, so we're dropping our weapon. Okay, got lucky there. Fortunately, those enemies that you just saw have a much quicker animation for a kill, because if you get hit by the explosion, you're gonna lose a life. Alright, cool, we're through that. So it's actually really efficient to use the tornado in a case of of a game like this, because it pretty much follows the patterns to your motion. Unlike the original, unlike Nightmare in Dreamland, the original is a bit more friendly. Alright, we're gonna use it to get a bit further across. Alright, never mind. Not really useful. So we're gonna switch to spikes. I think spikes are gonna work just as well for this fight, but you never know. Sometimes you just get destroyed, so we're gonna test the waters on this one. Beautiful. That works well for me. And we got a bit of some extra. That's nice. Alright. the game has mercy on us and is actually going to drop us off early. There's a bit of an extended section in the remake where you have to go through the desert a lot longer. That room you just saw is exclusive to the original. Alright. Alright. So, as a weapon, a wheelie is super unruly. You never know what you're going to get. And we try to use it in a way where we can... Okay, we're going to lose it for a bit. And here's our first Meta Knight fight. Not bad. Good fight. Missed the entrance by a little bit, but that's about as good as I can ask for. Yeah, it's alright, so I'll have to mention the jumps are utterly nerfed in this game. Really difficult. Alright. I think this will work. Alright. Okay, boss fight. Go down this way. Good deal. We'll take the spark right now, because we will need that a bit later. That's going to be the end of that stage. I think there's one left before the boss room for World 2. Alright. Alright, so we're going to need to play carefully. Okay, we're gonna lose Spark, which is not good. I don't like having to operate without it for the next boss fight. In this game, it's gonna be kind of a key to have. Fortunately, I wrestled up myself a bit too much, so we're gonna have to operate on this next part. I guess, that's okay, I suppose. We're not even gonna keep it. Alright. Okay, so those Telu P.E.K.K.A.s don't tell you exactly where they go. They just kind of like randomly appear and then they'll disappear. It's no fun. Got kind of lucky there. Oh, we got our first major boss fight coming up. Let's see how we do on it. Oh, wonderful. I didn't even have to worry about the rematch. Okay. We barely got that through. Which is good, because we're on to our next world. Butter building. So this level tends to be a bit of a challenge. Alright, we'll see how it goes. I may or may not get absolutely messed up here. No, I did not. I ended up doing okay. Alright. This one's tough. Alright. We got burning back again. Barely picked that one up. So I'm gonna purposely pick this up just to get a full refill. Very fortunately, we picked another one up, so we did just fine. Alright, so we're on to the next world. So this game is a bit of a concept where you don't have to travel up, but more or less you have to travel high enough. Really? Oh yeah, I learned something new today. Okay, so that guy just never stops going all crazy. Okay. Good, I got that. Fortunately, you can stop the spin, and it's kind of nice. Oh, really? We'll take this instead. Never mind. We won't take it. So this game has a bit of a thing where you can't quite continue momentum the way you would traditionally would. Fine, we'll just do that. Alright. Through that level pretty easily. This next one's going to be a bit faster. This section does have a tendency to be troubling in certain regards. So you can't high jump into the air. You have to do it this way, which is quite interesting. So fun fact, you can just fly up there and you don't even have to worry about anything else. It's cool. Because I like... Free one-ups are always nice. And that was a quick and easy level. So we're going to travel up the tower for the first time. We haven't yet because the tower's gimmick is just to move sideways and you find the next door that way. Alright, another Meta Knight fight. We've been waiting on one of these for a while. Alright, we barely got through it. We're gonna purposefully take a death so we can continue traveling our way through there. Obviously, we could grab a one-up if we wanted to, but we're doing just fine, so not to worry. Not to worry a single bit. I grab this. And we just run through it. We don't have to worry about any of this, anything. So we're gonna try to clear some leg a little bit. Really? One hit away, I got damaged. I thought it was going to be just fine. So yeah, we're going to pick this up. It can't hurt to. In the case of this run, it actually helps. So we're back to where we were before, which is really nice. We got one more level, and then a boss fight. So we gotta be really swift with these. Fortunately, the hammer has a nice reflexive property to it. Alright. We're taking this pretty easy, because dying here is really easy. Come back here! Okay, we need that for sure. You like to have this extra weapon. Again, free refill. Can't hurt. Time-wise, it might. So, also, yeah. Really? I forgot about that. I'm a bit upset with that. So it turns out you can destroy your own stars, which is never fun. I was hoping that wouldn't happen, but you can't decide when those things take place. Alright, so now the boss fight's gonna be hard. You know, I don't like that. I'm gonna die, aren't I? I'm not in a good position. Oh my gosh! Yeah, no, that didn't end too well, now did it? I think we're gonna do some backtracking, because didn't mean to do that. Dang it. That worked out better, actually. Oh, I forgot the long animation for walking. Alright. Alright, so now we're on to World 4. So the game is actually suffering from some major lag right now. So this game is actually really easy to play with in UFO mode. It is surprisingly very competent in that sense. And since I'm doing it right now, I can just get a free refill of health from that. And we're not gonna get it back. Because UFO only stays in the single level unless you use the UFO glitch. Which I'm not going to use, so... So getting caught in a lot of trouble is not terribly as much of a grievance in this game, although it does happen. I haven't mentioned much about swimming because it's not terribly different from the other games. Alright. So we're gonna grab that since I took a lot of damage. We do need it. So we're gonna get a... Cool, we got the spikes. Really? Okay. Everything's happening at once. Unfortunately, I lost my weapon. We'll take the crash for now. Okay, so did my internet... Okay. Internet's a bit fickle right now. We'll see how long it stays. Oh, this is annoying. Very annoying. Okay. Oh, that's annoying. That's so annoying. It's just that even though it's short-lived, we still have to go through the act of having to retrieve everything, and it gets to be very tedious if we miss it. So that is the very first instance of an extra room in the game. That's fine. We don't have to worry about that at all. So deselecting an ability is annoying mostly because... Oh, I don't... You're... Oh my gosh, this boss is the worst. I don't like this boss. My fight or flight sensors are on right now. Because unlike the elephant, it's even more annoying in design, I think. Take care of that. We at least got through that level without any issue. So cool. This game has a tendency to really make the usefulness of the invincibility candy quite pointless. However, okay. Wonderful. There's always another room, and I forget about it. Alright. Another Meta Knight fight. I might die during this one. Looking like it. Not surprised, but I'm still disappointed. Alright, so I think I can... Okay, I think we're good there. Some of these alternative classic designs are actually really cool. And that's, like, surprisingly straightforward as far as game design goes, so... We're about to enter the second to last, the last level before, So we're just gonna have to ditch it. This game tends to be the master of provocative trolling. It's good at, like, getting you in places that you shouldn't be in. He jumped over it. What a smart guy. We'll use this just to reduce all the noise. There we go. I know that was used really fast. Okay, we made it through that stage. All right. Conveniently enough, we got another one up, so good deal. Why am I surprised? Why am I surprised? So we're gonna need the high jumper. Why? I swear this game is the master of inconvenience. Alright. Boss time. Pretty much the same as the usual, which is to climb up and keep on climbing up until you, well, get to where you need to be. And, yeah, there it is. So, yeah, Krakow is pretty standard. Unfortunately, he does tend to be a bit of a bother. Two more hits. Beautiful. Alright. We're done with the World of 4. That was, a bit unfortunate the way it worked out. Oh, so they're levels instead of stages, instead of worlds. So we're going to purposely go here. Without dying, of course. Because that's important. Alright. And we can just quickly skip through all this lovely stuff. Because that helps us, obtain a stage, but also a health refill, so we like those. And just like that, another level cleared. I think level 5 is actually significantly easier than level 4. But that's just what I think. So we're gonna grab this sword. Okay, so sword is useless. Should we do that on purpose? And we do this on purpose. just to avoid the trouble having to go through that again. And that's not too far out of the way. Gosh, this is such a bother sometimes. Alright. So the bosses act very abnormally. I'm not even gonna bother grabbing it. All right. Honestly, it's probably easier not to do it this way, but it's also more efficient to do it this way because floating up there is, well, utterly annoying. Alright, so we're gonna hope this goes well. Beautiful. Now that may seem like I didn't mean to do that, but oh, it was very purposeful. We're gonna take it real easy here. And thank goodness for refuels. Because we do need those. Alright, so we're getting to the flame room. So you can see it doesn't quite work to the full extent that it would normally do. And we just got by. Alright, cool. Next Meta Knight fight up. Beautiful. Alright, we got that. Oh my gosh, those guys are high jumpers. Like, so sometimes you just get absolutely messed up by the game because the game doesn't like to see you succeed. But we are very much in favor of, like, going beyond and above. Alright. Two more levels to go. Cool. Alright. I don't have too much to say about this next part, other than we're just gonna try to get through the boss without any trouble, but, you know, no guarantees. Because Sword is such a terrible range, we're gonna fight the line using this. So that's okay. Okay, so got through that, no problem. So you don't have any control over that. It just happens, and sometimes you just do not get anything you want out of it. Alright. So we're through that. This level is a wheel level. So we're gonna grab a wheel and hope for the best. Okay, never mind. Well, that just kind of happened. All right. Okay. So this is not supposed to be that difficult. I make it difficult for myself most of the time. Alright. Fortunately, the rest of this is smooth sailing for the most part. As I was saying. Alright. Boss time? We got 2 worlds after this, so let's just hope we get it. What? No way. Did it actually do that to me? Alright, so normally the boss is not that trolly. Beautiful. Alright, we're through that. Never ever been worried about that boss before. The only way I do myself in is if I accidentally hammer to the ground. Alright, here's a world that's rather annoying. Seems innocuous at first sight, but no, it's terrible. Case in point, the amount of damage I took is bit ridiculous. So the RNG in this game can be the amount of lag reduction that I have to force is because of levels like this. Alright, so we're through that. It was very annoying, but fortunately, we got through it just fine. So if you're not careful, you can just die easily. Okay. So at some point or another, I'm gonna opt to use the crash to heavily reduce the lag. Okay, brilliant. So jumps are really troublesome to get. Great, we're gonna hope for the best. Kinda. Alright. That's about as good as it gets. The wonderful thing about avoiding them is we don't have to deal with the consequence of getting hit within range, and every other enemy is hit, so the lag reduction is achieved. Alright, we're on a ship now. Don't ask me how we got on the ship, but just, you know, think, man, this is a cool looking ship. So yeah, those two flamers, they come out really fast. We gotta make sure. That's really annoying. Alright, well, we got through regardless. Was it annoying? Yes. Is the enemy gone? Definitely. Can we make it through that? Okay. If anything, we got that guaranteed. Oh man. It'd be a bit of a hold your breath and hope for the best. Okay, so we got through that room. At some point or another, we're gonna lose another life. Never fun. I think this is the part where we are gonna get screwed over, so I'm gonna preemptively prepare for that. We got like, I don't know, 3 more stages. We're gonna make it a priority to live. If anything. So much for that. That was unintentional. So I'm going to do what I originally intended to do, but never got the chance to do said thing. Okay. So that doesn't save any time, but it's cool. Okay. Not so cool. This room is horrible, and I hate it exists. You cannot do much about it. Okay. So we're at the verge of it. The game just becomes a lot more dangerous. And we got 3 lives. Let's not waste them. I don't know how he got me from there, but you know what? Not gonna think anything of it. And unfortunately, the game does not give you permanent state of. Doesn't give you a permanent state of We're gonna wait those out, otherwise we'll just get absolutely destroyed. We're just gonna float really high. We're gonna skip that one, that's the most annoying extra to get. One more level to go. So this game is very okay. Alright, so now I'm in trouble. These guys, they appear out of nowhere. There's not much you can do about it. They are probably the most annoying and ferocious boss you'll ever run into, period. I'm kind of bummed out by that. We got one last chance to get this right. Okay, we're through that. Well, here we go. So I'm gonna try to recover some health somewhere. So this game has a bit of a I'm not gonna do any damage whatsoever. I didn't. What am I gonna do? Alright, so that's our first game over. Very unfortunate. We don't like doing that. So Meta Knight is stupidly challenging. How am I supposed to do this? This is the absolute state of the game at this point. Okay, good. We at least got through that. One more world to go. And a few more major bosses. So we're going to purposefully use these. And collect that, of course. That being said, by going under, Alright, so this is where things are about to get really annoying. Coming up right about now. This boss rush is where things get just awful. We'll say that much. We're in Boss Rush Town. And these bosses are awful. Because these... This particular boss presents the feeling of inert struggle. See, every time you get hit, it's just like a test. Come on, you can't just give me that animation of all things. Okay. Gotta stay cool. We're hardly over. Especially with bosses like these. But very fortunately, it's almost over. Beautiful. Got through that, no problem. And for all our patience, which I was hoping not to get a game over at Meta Knight, we were able to collect every single one of these. And, yeah. Now we're getting past what I believe is the worst part of the game. But we'll see. We got 9 lives. What could possibly go wrong? Alright. So this room continues to be one of the worst rooms in all of mankind. And because I don't like it, we're grabbing this. Oh, that's not real? Since when? I'm in awe. Alright, 3 levels, 3 boss phases. Oh, whatever Sword Knight has, it's the utterly most broken thing on Earth. Okay, so now we're here now, and we're dead. Great. That's not convenient, to say the least. I do believe the end of the levels here. Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we got through that. No issues whatsoever. Let's just use that. Maybe get all the annoyingness of that phase. Yep, got through that, no problem. Oh, I forgot about this. Oh boy. I'm no fan of this phase. Ah! Okay. How many deaths are we gonna suffer from this section? Really? That's like 3 right there. Mildly annoying. Fortunately, there's one last stage, and then we get to fight King DDD. So, you know, fun times. And it's pretty much a replica of the original. Which is nice because it reminds me that at some point I'm going to get a sub-12 time in Kirby's Dream Land. But that day has not arrived as of yet. After what we did last, I don't want to risk it. So this kind of is a reminiscence of the original Kirby's Dream Land by showing everything that kind of shows up in Stage 1, Stage 2, Stage 3, Stage 4. This is pretty much to a T what Stage 4 looks like. And this is where Bubbly Clouds begins. Pretty much the way it was originally designed. Okay, can we get through this one? And just like that, we're through that stage. Plus, we got a full refill, which means we'll have a much better time against DDD. Which we really do need that good luck against him. So I think it's going to be like Kirby Nightmare Dreamland. We grab the ball. Of course. Okay, I don't know how he did that. Is he gonna control me and go for that every time? This is gonna be a very annoying fight, isn't it? Very annoying indeed. I kicked every... Oh, okay. This game is actually tiring me out a little bit. Alright. Are you actually serious? Okay. I'm better off just going for the traditional way. Yeah, I know. Now we're just gonna do it the normal way. Why complicate it when this is proven to work? You're kidding. Okay. We almost had it. Okay, let... Yes, okay, cool. Oh. Alright. Cool. pretty akin to the usual. Wait, is there a time limit? Holy moly, there is a time limit. Okay, that threw me for a loop. I was like, wait, why is he not returning? Because I was like trying to figure out what the deal with that was. So I think it's gonna take 6 or 7 hits. We're just gonna opt to take the kill right away. Alright. There we go. Got through that. Two more hits. I'm gonna somehow manage to lose this life. That's it. Slightly above estimate, but the final time was 1:31:23:44. And even though we went above estimate, it was just barely, so. All right. So yeah, that's a PB for me. So the next two runs coming up, the first of which is going to be immediately going to be Super Mario World, All Switch Palaces, and then the run after that's going to be Pokemon Blue version, 80% no save corruption. So stick around for those if you're willing to. Alright, well, with that being said, we're going to move on to our next game of the night. Alright. May take me a while to get this next one set up. Okay, this one may take quite a bit of time to get in there. Oh, there we go. So, that being said, we're done with that. I'm going to move to that. Perfect. So, got a couple of things to change.